So here's the thing. The Alienware brand is considered somewhat like an Apple computer, specifically the expensive part and the proprietary parts resulting in limited upgradability. Basically concluding that it's not worth the extra money you spend on it. It's very easy to agree with the status quo. Make a video, say it's not worth it because that's the general opinion of anyone who hears Alienware. But seriously, is the extra money you pay for really a waste of money? So today in this video, I'll be featuring my new Alienware Aurora 15, touch upon its specs and design, etc. But I won't be talking too much about benchmarks and performance because that has been heavily covered very well by Justin over at Justin Tech Tips, which I have linked above or in the description below. Check it out because it's really good. Instead, I'll be talking about the overall experience with Alienware as a brand and provide my first-hand experience as to why I've been giving Alienware my business. Toward the end, I'll be talking about the R15 and what made me go from Alienware Area 51 desktop from 2014 to the current flagship, the more expensive Aurora R15 with the RTX 4090. I think it's important to take a quick glimpse into the history of Alienware, and I promise it'll be quick and informative. In 1996, Alienware was founded by Nelson Gonzalez and Alex Aguila in Miami, Florida. In 1997, Alienware introduced its first gaming PC, the Alienware Area 51. In 2002, Alienware introduced one of the first gaming laptops, the Alienware Sentia. Then in 2003, Alienware launched the Alien Aurora, which was one of the first liquid-cooled gaming PCs in the market. In 2005, Alienware was acquired by Dell. More on that in a moment. In 2009, Alienware introduced the M11X, which was the world's first gaming ultra-portable laptop. In 2011, Alienware launched the Alienware X51, which was one of the first of a few small-factor gaming PCs. In 2014, Steam partnered with Alienware to introduce the Alienware Alpha, a compact gaming PC that could also function as a gaming console. In 2016, Alienware launched the Alienware 13 OLED, which was the first gaming laptop with an OLED display. In 2018, Alienware introduced the Alienware Area 51, which was a high-performance gaming desktop replacement laptop with the goal of having user-upgradable components. In 2020, Alienware launched the well-received Alienware M15R3 and the M17R3, which were its first laptops with 10th gen Intel Core processors and the RTX graphics cards. Then finally, in 2022, Alienware launches the Aurora R15 and announces a bunch of new laptops which continue to blow expectations in terms of performance and form factor. Now, in case you didn't notice, Alienware had a bunch of firsts and one of the firsts in their long history. And although there have been other brands during this time period like Falcon Northwest, Voodoo PC, and even HP with their Blackbird 002 back then, when you were growing up in the PC gaming revolution space, Alienware was the brand to get for premium PC gaming. Then in 2005, Dell acquired Alienware, and I think this was a pivotal time for Alienware when the hate started to really occur. Although Dell said that they will keep the Alienware division totally separate from Dell, a lot of people were naturally skeptical. Trust me, it turned out for the best. But over the years, going back to Alienware's firsts, the brand continued to innovate, and yes, not everything is perfect. But part of innovation is breaking that barrier of what is considered normal and to try new things. If it fails, you learn from it and improve. This is paramount with having an innovative mindset. And innovation also comes at a financial cost. This is where Dell provides their support for the most part. What are those extra costs you are paying for, and is it really a waste of money to buy an Alienware? Let's start with my first reason why I personally purchased Alienware products. You've probably heard that Dell tends to have great customer service, and I can attest to that. whenever I purchase a brand new Alienware or Dell device, I never go to the order page on the website. I reach out to their sales division via email, say that I'm interested in buying their overpriced machines, and politely ask if there are any deals I can take advantage of, and the answer I've always gotten was yes. With my most recent Aurora R15 purchase, they were able to shave off around 500 Canadian dollars off the already discounted introductory price. I was able to also get an extra year of warranty, and they also gave me a Dell Rewards gift card worth $200 for anything they have in their store since I bought this pricey thing. My Dell rep then warned me that it may take up to 38 business days before it gets shipped, which was unfortunate, but I received the R15 2 weeks later after I placed my order. Small thing, but still awesome. Then, when I booted the machine for the first time, I was offered a complimentary setup for my new computer done remotely by Dell, which is a nice touch, but if you're buying something like this, you better be setting it up yourself. But you're probably wondering, but it's because you wanted to buy their newest, latest, most expensive machine, so they must give you a price break, right? Actually, no. I've gotten the same treatment since I bought my first Alienware device back in 2015, the Alienware M15 laptop. Then, I upgraded to the Area 51 in 2016, the M15 R2 in 2019, which I had a few issues with admittedly, and thanks to Dell's awesome customer service, they agreed to take the device back even though it was way beyond the 30-day return period. No questions asked. And from then, I decided to upgrade my M15 to the Area 51M laptop, which you can see here or in the link below. Then I got the 34-inch ultra-wide monitor, which did have a couple of dead pixels in the beginning. Again, not a problem. Called Dell and got an exchange right away. And the best part of all these is I haven't paid list price for any of the new devices I bought from Dell or Alienware during that time. And on top of that, I get reward points for any of the purchases that I have made with Dell. Also, here's a quick tip. If you don't want to buy the extra warranty right now, if your device has passed its warranty period, you can actually purchase new old warranty even though it's beyond its expiration date. And you can still continue to get support from Dell for your device. Look, the customer service experience for me is just as important in my buying experience. Even though Dell bought Alienware, they are financially backing the brand up. Let them do their thing, but at the same time provide this level of service to their customers. So sign me up. All you need to do is start a conversation with them and see where it goes. It worked for me. All you gotta do is send a quick email or give them a quick phone call and see what is up and if they can give you a deal. And most of the time, they will. If this alone isn't worth investing your money on an Alienware, I have two more items that, till today, makes me a loyal Alienware fan. Let's go over design and performance. The new Aurora R15 is a slight facelift from the prior R13 and R14 models, but there are a lot of people still thinking of the R11 or R12 design, which admittedly wasn't the best design, especially for thermal performance, which is why they've gone ahead with a bigger, more airflowy design with the R13. The R14 after though was pretty much the same, but was an AMD CPU offering. So I would say that this, the R15, is a true successor to the R13. The R15, I believe, is the perfect iteration of the Aurora series yet, and in my opinion qualifies as a flagship gaming device. The one thing I admire with owning higher end products is its design. When you look at the R15 or any product released even after Dell's acquisition, it is undeniably Alienware. Its DNA resonates across its exterior, the interiors, its software, and this continues forward with its latest offering. The R15, in my opinion, overall includes the R13's design improvements, better cooling technology, plus a combination of new updates with core parts like the release of its latest 13th gen i9 processors, the DDR5 RAM as standard, and of course, new, hard to get, and stupidly powerful NVIDIA RTX 4090. I decided to take the biggest leap with a desktop computer since 2014's Alienware Area 51 desktop nearly 9 years ago today. So, to be honest, for a high-spec desktop like this, your costs don't end there either. You need to spend an optimal amount for your display. My Asus ROG 42-inch 4K OLED is my perfect pairing with the R15, where I get to experience all 8 million pixels in vivid color and insane frame rates thanks to its amazing RTX 4090 graphics card. And yes, I tend to use the DLSS 3 because it's just so good, and I don't even notice those tiny artifacts, which is rendered between frames, even within my 42-inch display. But if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of benchmark performance and thermal performance, check out Justin's review of the R15 in detail in the description below. Then the RGB lighting, which in my opinion wasn't created originally by Alienware, but was brought mainstream by them in the 2000s, and now you can see almost every premium gaming device brand introduce their own versions of RGB to the mix. But design isn't just how it looks. From taking the cover off, removing, upgrading, changing various parts has been very easy, and for the most part, toolless. I'm not going to dive too deep into this, and I want to reiterate that this is not unique to Alienware, but I want to emphasize that part of its design also includes easy to access parts. And I'm going to throw in a bit of a customer service experience in here as well, so bear with me. Part of that service Dell offers also extends to their support by design. All Alienware devices come with a service tag number, similar to what you see where you simply paste this code onto the Alienware support page, and you are presented with most, if not all, solutions for any issues you may encounter with your Alien device. I don't mean to be obvious here, but if you bought a complete computer from a brand, they better provide you complete support for everything that you've purchased. But how is this tied to design exactly? Dell created a very thorough and detailed teardown of how to service your Alienware device yourself. I've never needed to contact support to get tech come to my house to service. This guide is all I need. An intricately well-designed Bible for you to freely troubleshoot, repair, or upgrade your device at your leisure. Overall, you can't argue that you can get equivalent performance for cheaper, kind of like a Corvette. How a Corvette looks good, goes fast, and is better valued than, let's say, a Ferrari, which costs 3 times more, may or may not be faster than the latest Corvette, but I think it's safe to assume that when you see that Ferrari, it turns heads and is automatically associated with its power, its elegance, price, and history. To me, Alienware is the Ferrari of gaming PCs. Despite its shortcomings in the past, their designs still continue to be relevant today. So in summary, Alienware has a long history of building high-performance gaming PCs and laptops, and has introduced several innovative products over the years. All of this by Alienware Design. And finally, out of this quick list is the community. One of the greatest benefits of owning an Alienware device, old or new, are the massive communities all over the internet of proud Alienware owners who will provide their own support, personal experiences with issues, and they're just there if you want to discuss Alienware. There are people out there who've wanted an Alienware branded device, and usually they'll check Reddit or check for reviews on YouTube, and usually the Alienware community steps it up and focuses helping new buyers with options that doesn't have to break the bank. You are most likely to come across the amazing Alienware community to help guide you. Also applies to other brands or specific parts you want to troubleshoot if you built a custom PC, right? But the fact that you can simply state your model, issue, or tech problem on Reddit, you'll get a response sometimes faster than Dell's already excellent service for assistance, and you can't put a price on that. Even if you Google a specific help for your particular model as a whole, because the Alienware brand is so out there, along with its community of hardcore fans, there is almost always an outside solution to your problem. Overall, the Aurora R15 at the least, or actually Alienware as a brand overall, creates some of the most powerful design-centric computers out there. making it an excellent choice for gamers, content creators, or for those who demand the very best. And yes, there are tons and tons of options for custom-built PCs out there. I've owned a few and built a few myself, so I totally get that side of the PC gaming world. But going back to my quick points I mentioned earlier, the customer experience, the head-turning design, and the community, just to name a few, these help justify the cost of investing into the Alienware brand. But for those who don't need such high-end components in a gaming computer, can also enjoy the points above, but just go with a spec that is right for them. Overall, if you value brand reputation and want to invest in a high-quality product, even the base models, an Alienware may be a good choice for you. So what do you think? Do my points justify spending the extra cash on an Alienware? Did you like what my video had to offer and I should do more highlights in the future? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love Alienware products like I do, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss all the high-end stuff that I'll be pumping out in the near future. Until next time, see ya.